Well, one team that will get to enjoy Champions League for at least the next 2 years if they make it is Man City. So they've been able to escape their ban. So back in February, they were banned by UEFA for serious breaches of financial monitoring rules and failing to cooperate with the investigators. So the then English champions were accused of deceiving UEFA in order to comply with financial fair play regulations, and they appealed the ruling. And so, as of recently, they won their appeal at the Court of Arbitration for Sport, um, and they're free to play in Champions League next season. Um, and they also got their fine reduced from 30 million euros to 10 million euros, citing that some of the allegations were past the statute of limitation. So there's been criticism from other Premier League managers on the ruling. So Klopp and Mourinho criticized the ruling and signaled that financial fair play rules have been bent, can be bent or broken for certain clubs. So what are you guys' reactions to this situation?
I knew this was going to happen. When it was originally announced that they were going to be fined and going to be out of Champions League, I was like, okay, $30 million fine. Okay, they'll reduce it, and then the the rest of the money will be evenly distributed to some key decision makers to make sure this all goes away. So I'm not
So
surprised at all.
you like a conspiracy theorist, so you think there was
Oh,
some backroom deals going on.
yeah, you know me, I'm big on conspiracy theories, but this one's blatant. This one is blatant. I knew Man City was not going to get in trouble. You can't have one of your top teams out of Champions League. The amount
For
of
two
money that,
years.
yeah, the amount of money that they put into the organ, yeah, no chance.
Hmm. You know what? I'm not shocked. Nothing shocks me in this day and age. But to be honest with you, I didn't expect this happening. To be a hundred
Really?
percent honest with you, I honestly thought that they were probably going to get some sort of suspended, um, uh, you know, whatever the word I'm looking for. I don't want to say sentence. I've been watching too many prison shows, but like some sort of suspended ban, right?
Uh-huh.
Like maybe 1 year or something like that. I think 2 years is a bit much, but it just kind of shows you that at the end of the day, like, listen, this financial fair play kind of thing, it's to me at least, it's BS. Nobody really understands it. It's very intricate. There's so many things that play a role in it, and I think that as with anything in this world, when it comes to money, there are a lot of things that you can do to make it appear as if you're playing by the rules. So I'm not shocked, but I'm shocked. I would have liked to have seen them out of the Champions League for 2 years, especially as a Man U supporter. Right now, we could use a little bit of luck on our side, but no, I think it's despite the ruling and the fact that they're going to be there. I think fans and general, soccer fans are going to appreciate the fact that they're in there because they are a massive team. They do play good football, exciting football. So I'm in one hand I'm disappointed, and the other hand I'm happy. Because I don't know who would have stepped in their place, and who would have stepped in their place. I think in the EPL, would that have been Leicester City or something like that? So one of these teams that probably doesn't play the most attractive football. So yeah, it's all good with me at the end of the day. No skin off my back as long as Man U ends up beating City anytime we play them. We're good.
Yeah, and you bring up a great point, like making Man City the scapegoat, but nah, no
Because the
way.
same thing happened with PSG, right?
Uh-huh.
And they didn't get the ban. So you just never know. And I think there's a lot of uncertainty or just kind of new charts to kind of like figure out with all this financial fair play, because there's a lot of money that's being dumped into these clubs. So
Uh,
say for instance Newcastle gets taken over, what's going to happen there? There's going to be a bunch of money getting pumped in there. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just kind of a matter of your relationships with people. You got good relationships, you'll be taken care of.
Facts.
Yeah, you see
Right.
the common denominator with all of this, with those teams that you named, this sovereign wealth on the
Yeah.
line.
Yep.
So, you
Uh,
know, these sovereign wealth funds owning the team and the shirt sponsors. So there's like creative
yeah.
finessing going on with the financing. So
Right. But do
it's
you
only
think
going to
there's
continue to
something
happen.
that's beyond soccer that's also contributing to it? Like
Uh,
where's the money coming from, like Saudi Arabia and stuff like that? Do you feel like maybe that plays a role in it, at some capacity or some level?
Um, I think so to a degree. Like I just
Mm.
mentioned, like where they get their money from, like oil and
Right.
investments and stuff like that.
Right.
But like in City's case, being able to bend the rules because the owner of City also owns Etihad Airways, so they can up the price of the shirt sponsor. Say, hey, we did a shirt deal for
Right.
X amount of billions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true. That is true.
so
I didn't
like,
think
all right,
about that.
that's income on the board that we can use
See what I
then to
mean?
buy players.
See what I mean? It's all confusing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but do you think that maybe if that's the case, then there should be some sort of rule that if you own a club and you own another business, that your business can't sponsor, or they should limit the amount of funds that are made available to the club? Do you think that would kind of, even the playing field?
I think it'll be smart, but I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck
You know.
trying to make that happen. 'Cause
Right.
They're,
Yeah.
they're,
Who
they're
knows?
purposely doing that, like especially with Man City. Like they have like a whole network. You know, they got New York City,
Yeah.
they got Melbourne City, they got
Right.
another two teams, one in South America and another one strategically, I think, in Asia.
Right.
And then when they slap their own company sponsor on it at the Airways, it's like global expansion, global exposure. So these business people are very smart in how they go about
Yeah.
their business.
Right. Facts. Facts.